Hey, Rachel, is Sarah here?
Ding, ding, ding. Okay, so why is Sarah coming?
Who is this Sarah chick?
She's a member.
Hi, I'm Christy. Nice to meet you, honey.
Oh, gang's all here.
Sarah is doing a lyrical solo.
New season, same chaos. I will explain the gossip. Never miss this video. Please subscribe to the channel. Season 5 of Dance Moms didn't waste a second before diving into its favorite subject, drama. With Chloe gone, the ALDC was already off balance, but Abby Lee Miller had no intention of letting things settle. Instead, she threw fuel on the fire by introducing a rotating door of new dancers and their equally chaotic mothers. What followed was an entire season of stares, sabotage, and subtle and not-so-subtle shade. The friendships? Fragile. The rivalries? Immediate. Because on Dance Moms, all it takes is one glance, one solo, or one offhand comment for a full-on feud to erupt. Let's rewind to the most unforgettable frenemies at first sight from Season 5. Jojo Siwa didn't just arrive, she descended. With a rhinestone bow the size of her head and a walk that screamed, "I'm not like the other girls," Jojo made sure no one missed her entrance. Abby spotted her potential instantly. Jessalyn, Jojo's mom, was just as bold. She didn't tiptoe around the OG moms. She kicked the door in, metaphorically and emotionally. Kendall's mom, Jill, was immediately suspicious. Jojo's energy was chaotic, her outfits were loud, and her one-liners were going viral mid-episode. Kendall, who'd worked hard to be Abby's go-to soloist, suddenly had competition, not just in talent but in camera time. And let's be real, on Dance Moms, the camera is half the battle. By the end of JoJo's first week, Kendall had already shot daggers during Pyramid, and Jill whispered a little too much about JoJo's over-the-top attitude. Frenemies? More like straight-up rivals pretending to smile for the group photo. When Kalani Hilliker returned full-time to the team, it should have been a celebration. She was graceful, talented, and beloved. But Kira, her mom, walked into the studio with an air of confidence that rubbed several moms, especially Jill, the wrong way. Jill had clawed her way up Abby's ladder. Kendall was a reliable soloist now. But Kira? She skipped the line. Her daughter got praise, solos, and top spots immediately. Kira didn't even pretend to be humble. She knew Kalani was a star, and she acted like it. Cue the tension. Jill started side-eyeing everything Kira said. Their polite banter dripped with venom. "Oh, Kalani's doing another solo? That's nice. Well, Abby knows who she can count on." Kira fired right back. These two were frenemies before the warm-ups even ended. Kalani and Kendall, meanwhile, danced side by side with the weight of their mothers' eye rolls dragging them down. If Jill thought Kira was bad, she hadn't met Jessalyn. Jojo's mom came into the ALDC like a Category 5 hurricane. She had opinions, volume, and a list of grievances before she even unpacked Jojo's glitter. Melissa, Holly, and Jill had been through years of Dance Moms war. They had their rhythms. Jessalyn? She didn't care. She called people out in Pyramid. She challenged Abby in public. She made a scene in dressing rooms. And she didn't back down. This did not go unnoticed. The moms tried to freeze her out socially. Passive-aggressive comments became outright yelling matches. But Jessalyn didn't budge. She wanted Jojo to shine, and she didn't care whose kid had to dim for that to happen. Holly put it best. Jojo's cute, but Jess is a lot. Abby knew exactly what she was doing. She weaponized solos like throwing grenades. Every week, she'd pit Kendall against Kalani or Jojo, knowing the moms would spiral. She'd make cryptic comments like, "Some dancers have it, some just think they do. You only get a solo if I trust you, and right now I don't." This drove Jill to the edge. She went into full campaign mode, begging, bargaining, even subtly threatening to walk again. Kira rolled her eyes. Jessalyn went on offense. Melissa tried staying neutral, but her silence said everything. It wasn't just about solos. It was about Abby creating a pressure cooker where every mom thought her child's future was on the line. Spoiler, they were all right. While everyone fought over solos, Holly played the long game. She took Nia's talent outside the studio. Teaming up with Aubrey O'Day, Nia recorded Star in Your Own Life and shot a real music video, professional, polished, and fiercely independent from Abby's control. At first, the other moms smiled. They applauded politely, but the support felt thin. Underneath the claps were side-eyes and comments like, "Is she ready for that? It's a lot for a girl her age. I mean, what about Abby?" Holly felt the shift. She knew that once Nia stepped into the spotlight, it would turn the others' kids into her competition, not her friends. Jessalyn, especially, couldn't stand that Jojo wasn't first to market. The other girls? Caught in the crossfire. Publicly supportive, but clearly aware that Nia had crossed a line, she became more than just a dancer. She became a brand. Then came the mini invasion. Abby opened auditions for younger dancers and introduced a wave of fresh talent, along with more moms. Tammy, Tracy, and the rest didn't just bring snacks. They brought ambition. The elite moms were offended. Their kids had fought tooth and nail for years, and now Abby was handing stage time to 6-year-olds? The frenemy dynamic flipped. Now, they were the outsiders looking at the new moms like, "Who invited you?" To their credit, the mini moms smiled through the tension. But behind the scenes, they were just as strategic, whispering to producers and trying to weasel their way into the drama. Jessalyn, ironically, was the loudest about newbies earning their place. The irony was lost on no one. Jojo and Kendall weren't just dancers. They were symbols. Kendall was the classic ALDC girl, technically strong, dressed in neutrals, quiet when needed. Jojo was the anti-LDC, neon, loud, unpredictable. From the moment Jojo got a solo, Jill panicked. Kendall sensed it too. The tension played out on stage and off. Their dance styles clashed. Their personalities couldn't be more different. Kendall saw Jojo as a disruption. Jojo saw Kendall as a gatekeeper. There wasn't one big fight, but 1,000 tiny moments. Aside comments during group rehearsals. A passive digs in confessionals. Awkward silences when one outshone the other. They were civil, but they were never friends. Let's be honest, if Season 5 had a frenemy MVP, it was Jill Verts. She managed to argue with Jessalyn, clash with Kira, take shots at Holly, and give side-eye to Melissa, all in the same week. Jill was in full Tiger Mom mode, trying to defend Kendall's position while feeling it slip away. She called other kids gimmicks. She accused moms of being fake. She questioned Abby's loyalty again. Every interaction became a potential meltdown. But what made Jill a frenemy icon? She always came back with a smile and a backhanded compliment. Classic Jill. While the moms fought, the girls bonded, but cautiously. They were old enough to understand the stakes. They saw how solos met mom meltdowns. They heard the whispers backstage. They were friends, until they weren't. One solo assignment, one correction from Abby, and suddenly things got weird.